myself, Diogenes here again. Here's a reflection of mine on Sisyphus. Duty, balance, cynicism for a modern age. People look at Sisyphus and see punishment, absurdity, a man crushed beneath a task he cannot win. But I ask a different question. If it were so meaningless, why do we choose to strive? Why does man build, break, rebuild, and climb again? Why does society crawl toward order, fall into chaos, and still rise once more? It isn't because we're delusional. It isn't because we love suffering. It's because every one of us has tasted it. That fleeting moment when the man, the boulder, the mountain, and the universe fall into perfect balance. The moment where duty and meaning align, even if only for a heartbeat. Camus said Sisyphus was happy because he accepted the absurd. He was right, but acceptance without choice is just resignation. What Camus saw was acceptance. What I see is the act of choice within that acceptance. The difference between surrender and resolution. Sisyphus was happy because he chose the duty, not blind obedience, not divine punishment, not cruelty of the gods. Choice. Discipline. Balance. Sisyphus doesn't just push the stone to win. He pushes to remember who he is. He pushes because in the struggle, in the wait, in the sweat, in that climb, he finds the only thing the gods cannot touch, his own definition of purpose. So when the boulder rolls back down, and it will, you'll understand something the gods never could. You will never win the struggle completely. The mountain will never end. The boulder always rolls back down. Good. Because the point was never the summit. The point was always deciding to push again. That's duty-bound cynicism. To see clearly that the universe owes you nothing, that your struggle may never be recognized, that the boulder will always roll back. And still, to look at chaos, absurdity, at the void staring back, and to answer, I choose to climb. Not because you'll triumph, but because in that brief moment of balance, you become something the world desperately needs. A human being with courage, a mind with clarity, a soul with weight. Not every boulder deserves your shoulder. Not every struggle earns your sweat. But the ones you choose to carry them like Sisyphus. That is the philosophy. That is the call. And that is Diogenes of America on Sisyphus. If you made it this far, thank you for listening. Consider hitting like and subscribe and share. Diogenes out.